Hello students, I am Jayita Mukhergee from Kalna College B.Ed 4th semester and today we are going to start a new chapter. So, we all have heard stories from our grannies and maybe from grandpas too. But in today's class, we will read a story not from a grandpa but about a grandpa. So, have you already guessed the name of your chapter? Yes, it is Tales of Bhola Grandpa by Manoj Das. But before reading the text, will you like to know something more about our grandpa? Our grandpa shares similar traits with another person we already know about, Uncle Podger. Do you remember him? We have read about him in class 7. The two primary qualities that are common between them are simplicity and forgetfulness. But the amazing fact is that this is their forgetfulness that makes them unforgettable. And maybe cute too, right? So let's start. Let us know about our author first. Manoj Das is perhaps the foremost bilingual Odia writer known for his English and Odia works. He has been compared to Vishnu Sharma in modern Odia literature. He was awarded with Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan. Some of his notable works include Cyclones, A Tiger at Twilight, etc. Now, the current text is an edited version of Das's short story, which narrates Bhola Grandpa's hilarious adventures. And do you know the narrator here? The narrator here is not our author, but a young man. Not to mention the fact that the young man must have known our grandpa quite closely. So now, let's begin reading our text. Bhola Grandpa and his wife lived at the western end of our village. A large bokal tree overshadowed their hut. In the bokal tree lived a small troop of monkeys. Bhola Grandpa and his wife did not mind it. So, as we can see, our grandpa is a simple village person. He lives in a hut peacefully under the shadow of a bokal tree. And apart from other villagers who keep their company, a small troop of monkeys. But our grandparents happily adjusted with them. So, back to the text again. One moonlit night, we were returning from a festival. The road was long and foggy. I was riding on the village chowkidar's shoulders. Suddenly, Bhola Grandpa let out a loud bell. Everyone in the party was surprised. We halted. So now the author says, one night when the moon was bright, everyone in the village was returning from a festival. And our author was offered a special ride on the village chowkidar's shoulder. Amazing, right? What can we guess from this statement? We can easily guess that our narrator was a child back then. So everything was in order. But then suddenly our grandpa wails. And nobody knows the reason. So everyone stops to find out the reason. Let us see what happens next. Inquiry revealed that Bhola Grandpa had taken his grandson to the festival. He had tightly held on to the two fingers of the boy. He did not realize when those fingers slipped out. Bhola Grandpa was continuing as before. Then someone asked Bhola Grandpa what he was gripping. He remembered his grandson and let out a loud wail. So, what did we get to know? We got to know that our grandpa had taken his grandson along with him. But at some point of time, the two little fingers he was holding on were slipped out of his hand. And as a result, the child went missing. So not so funny, right? In fact, it can be really dangerous. Do you think his grandson will be found again? We will get to know that in our next class. Till then, thank you and goodbye. We really appreciate your kind patience.